All right, we are live, and let me make sure my camera is working.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to post the topic for today. Welcome anyone who's joining in as usual. Let us know where you're watching from, as well as your name, so we can greet you. But the topic today is an exciting one. It's one that is very fitting for the fact that we just did a workout challenge or an exercise challenge for 5 days in our Diabetes 180 Facebook group. And it answers a very important question because depression is something that many people struggle with. Um, Unfortunately, those who struggle with depression at times lose the fight, and that's why suicide is actually one of the, I believe, top 15, if not top 10, leading causes of death in America. So, with that being said, I always say we need to take care of our mental health and prioritize our mental health just as much as we do our physical health. Diabetes 180, of course, we're all up where we talk mostly about nutrition and exercise. But what's beautiful is that the proper nutrition and also exercise can promote mental health just as well as it does our physical health. All right, and joining us is my lovely wife, Carme. Say hi to the people.
Hi. Good
And
afternoon or good night. I don't know what it is.
I'm actually going to write here the topic for today. So, is exercise more effective than antidepressants? So that's the discussion topic for today. We're gonna post it right there so everyone can see it. Is exercise more effective than antidepressants? Hey, Tanya. All right, and anyone else joining in, don't be shy. So this is a question, I can, I guess, ask right now. What do you think is the answer to that? Is exercise more effective? And actually, we could also ask, is exercise just as effective as antidepressants? I'm curious if there's anyone watching that actually currently is taking antidepressants for depression and anxiety. I'll be very curious to know. Um, but that's the question we're going to answer tonight. Now, I'm going to throw a curveball here too a little bit, right, Carmen? Because after answering that question, we're going to answer another question. We're going to review a study that talks about whether or not antidepressants are more effective than placebo or sugar pills, as we commonly call them. The placebo effect of medication is how we I guess in the medical field grade how effective or therapeutic a medication is, because placebos have a powerful effect. Just believing something's going to work, a lot of times the mind can actually have influence on the body to make it work, right? To actually see the desired results regardless of the medication you're taking. So that's the question we're going to answer. That's going to be even more exciting to go through. How we're going to do this, Carme, we're just going to share studies, right? Two
Mhm.
studies that we're going to be going over. If you're interested in getting the links to those studies, you can let us know. We'll let you know how at the end how to get that. But before we go, just remind me if I forget. Carme, help me remember that. We're going to give people access to the links of those studies so they can read it themselves, right?
Okay.
Um, so to start off, I think it'll be good to just get a little personal on our experience in exercising. So like for you, Carmen, how would you say that exercise affects your mental health? Or your mood when you're exercising?
Um, my mood. At
Yeah.
least when I started out going to the gym, I used to be very I don't know, I shouldn't call it upset, but I really didn't want to be in the gym.
Yeah.
And I dreaded going to the gym and always have to go to leave your house even in the cold to go to this gym. And after a while, I started noticing that although I was not happy to go, I felt different.
Hmm.
And whenever I didn't go to the gym, if I took like a few days off, I felt it in my mood. I'd be like, my body is missing the gym. I need to go to the gym because somehow I don't want to go, but my body feels different when I
Definitely.
do.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing because there's actually a psychological reason for that. I should say biological reason for that. Um,
Hmm. So that's
so
me.
yeah, Tanya said that's me. Yeah, I feel you. So whenever we exercise, there is hormones that are released in our brain to make us feel good, right? It's almost like a rewarding a reward system. When you exercise, there's a dopamine and serotonin high that you get that makes you feel good, that makes you feel relaxed, almost a euphoria. Uh,
Hmm.
and eventually you can be addicted to exercise, you know,
Yeah.
the same way one can be addicted to other harmful habits. You can get this beneficial habit, you can get to the point where you're addicted to it, you know. And I know for sure I am addicted to exercise. Like I posted a
I,
picture, you know that, Carmen.
yeah, you definitely. I don't know if I addicted yet, but I know that although I go to the gym, I feel tired.
Mhm.
I don't know, maybe it's a mental thing. If you think you feel tired, but you're walking out of the gym energized, it's
Energized.
a weird feeling.
That's the
Yeah,
high, you know, that
yeah.
you get, a natural high, a healthy high.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, you know, going to the topic at hand, when it comes to antidepressants, that's actually how they work. So SSRIs are the class of medications that are commonly prescribed for depression. First off, you know, I always assume people know who we are, Carme. So I should probably, you know, I'll let our new viewers know I am a physician assistant. There are probably a lot of people like, who is this guy? You know, what's your credentials? You know, how can I trust what you're saying? So I'm a physician assistant. I prescribe medications like antidepressants as a family medicine physician assistant all the time. I see the benefits. I see people who take these medications and, you know, experience good results, right? However, I also see a lot of people on the medications and they get no results from them, or even worse, they just suffer the side effects from these medications. But these medications, SSRIs, are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. What that basically means is they decrease the amount of serotonin that's reabsorbed in our brain, making serotonin, the happy hormone, more available to the brain, right? So that you have more of a happy mood, an elevated mood, and less depressive episodes. So it does take a while to work and build up in the system, but those who take it consistently, that's how it's supposed to work. So exercise increases serotonin, antidepressants increase serotonin. So that's why Duke University decided to put to the test which would be more effective if one of the other is more effective, right? And in this study, they put, I think it was 55, basically people 55 years and up were selected for the study, and they were randomly assigned to be in an exercise group, a group that took antidepressants, Zoloft, right? A very common antidepressant. And after 4 months, Carme, since you know we read the study together, uh, do you remember the results of the study? You know how which group, if either, had better results?
Um, so the ones that had the medication and the ones that exercised,
Yes, yeah. Mhm.
yes, they had the same result.
Same results, which is really interesting. Okay, so all right, I'm sure you guys were like, oh, maybe that's a letdown. You're like, wait, I thought it was gonna be one or the other. So, but that says a lot. The fact that people taking this medication that is specifically for depression after 4 months um, were just as benefited, or they received the same benefit as those just who purely exercised through the study, no medication at all. And those who took no medication at all reported that they had improved mood. The depressive symptoms went away just exercising alone. They even teased out, right, Carmen? They even teased out the group effect, the socialization effect. Because some people might say, well, it's because they were in a gym setting or exercise class and they're around other people. Maybe it was a class setting. But they actually went back and did the largest exercise study on depression patients ever done till this day. And the results were the same. Even when people worked out by themselves alone, right? They received the same benefit in decreased depressive symptoms and improvement in their mood. So I don't know about you, Carmen. If I got to choose between medications and exercise, I'm going to choose exercise. There's no reason, though, but think about this. Is there any reason why you shouldn't do both?
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
I know some people might say, well, if I'm depressed, I don't have energy and the motivation to exercise. Well, if you're on the medication, hopefully maybe if that's benefiting you to the point where you can then add exercise as another tool in your belt to fight your depression. I know there might be a lot of people watching on the playback or live that are suffering from depression. I want to highlight how important it is not to ignore your symptoms, not to ignore how serious it is to be in a state of depression. Like I said in the beginning, depression, suicide is one of the leading causes of death in America. So we really need to take this serious. Now, I said we were going to talk about, I should say, how effective antidepressants are as a whole. All right. I hope everyone's sitting down now. I should I should give a disclaimer here that I am not recommending after anyone throw their medication away. As a matter of fact, it can be very dangerous to just wait to just cold turkey and take off your medication. If you're on antidepressants for a long time, you can have some serious side effects from just stopping altogether. So you do want to talk to your doctor if you're watching this live and you're like, man, forget it. I'm just gonna go to the gym like Carmen and Lewis. I'm not taking my medications anymore. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Work with your doctor to wean yourself off of the medication slowly. But answering the question of whether or not the medications were more effective than sugar pills, Carmen, you want to give the answer for that since we looked at that study too?
No, yeah, the
Yeah, they
same.
weren't. They
Yeah.
weren't more effective than sugar pills. And again, we have the studies for that too. If you're interested, we can send that for anyone who's interested. Which is interesting though, right, Carmen? Because well, and then in this study we looked at, what they're highlighting is the fact that when you look at published studies on antidepressants, they're all positive, right? But many people don't realize that when a pharmaceutical company does a study on a drug,
It's
they
for their
decide whether or
benefit.
not. What's that again?
It's for their benefit. They want it to work, so they're
They
gonna
want it
show
to work.
all the positive, and they'll play it up so much and
Yeah.
leave the rest out of it.
So what do you think they're going to do if the study they fund and put together is not successful? Do you think they're going to publish it?
No.
They're not. So that's what happened with these antidepressant medications. When you look at all studies published and unpublished on antidepressants, they are not more effective than sugar pills. But if you look at all the published studies, they're all positive. But when you put together the published with the unpublished studies, the ones they chose not to publish, it is actually not that effective. I should say there is a disclaimer for that though. They did find it effective if you had severe depression, which is probably like 10% of the population of people with depression. that there was tangible benefits for those who were severely depressed, but those 90%, it was no better than the effect of a placebo. Um, so that's interesting, though, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know if you knew this, Carmen, but antidepressants have a lot of side effects. Some some
Mm-hmm.
some can be quite dangerous. So I think it's important for us as physicians to be aware of these studies. I think as a physician assistant, I wouldn't know about the unpublished studies. So I
Mm-hmm.
really hope that this information gets out there for people who are experiencing symptoms of depression and trying to find solutions.
Yeah, and I think exercise would be great because while they are on these medications, you can be doing exercise, and as they are feeling better, they can wean themselves off the medication and then see if they still feel good
That's
while still exercising.
that's a recipe for
So,
success. So I think
yeah.
if people are on the medications right now, don't come off them. Start
Mm-mm.
exercising. Start adding exercise as another medicine, right?
Yeah.
Um, I like how Dr. Greger says. He says, "Ask your doctor to prescribe exercise." you know,
Yeah.
and then wean yourself off the medications, especially because they can be harmful. And I think people deserve to know there are ways that I feel are better, like exercising.
Yeah.
Um, we should
And then
definitely
the thing is too, if you have like all the side effects, you know,
have. Mhm,
then you know that there's a way out. You can do exercise, and then as you
mhm,
come off with the doctor's help, you wean yourself off.
mhm.
Then you don't have to deal with the side effects of these medications, and you just keep exercise at the end of it.
At the end of exactly. And
Mhm.
Fabi, thanks for joining. Good afternoon.
Mhm.
Um, so here's the thing: exercise has no side effects. I mean, no bad side effects, right? It only has good side effects. That's what I like
Mhm.
about the holistic approach to that we take on diabetes 180. And um, that on the there when you take a holistic approach to dealing with mental or physical ailments, you're not just healing one thing, right?
Mhm.
You're healing the whole body. There's
The whole
there's
body.
a there's a spiritual rejuvenation. There's a physical renewal. There's so many benefits to when you're exercising. Um, I think it was who was it, Dr. Neil Nedley, that said that, and he's a doctor that specializes on mental health and the brain. Um, he says that exercise has actually more benefits for your brain than it does even your body.
Mm. I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to think, because I mean,
Yeah, yeah, that is.
and think
Mm.
about how powerful an effect you can see in your body from exercising. There's supposedly even more benefits to the brain, right? So I definitely like to do study research that some more.
I
I'm
think my
sure
brain getting all the benefits.
don't stop that. Anyway, just a typical woman.
Oh,
Too hard
wow.
on yourself. You know that you're getting benefits, and most people see it, but you. I think everyone sees it, but you, Carmen.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, as you guys are watching, I want to know, is that this news is surprising to anybody? Is this something that you're like shocked to hear that antidepressants, when you look at all the studies, are not much better than sugar pills? The fact that exercise is effective, proven to work without side effects. I don't know if this is news to anybody. I'm curious to see if this is something that people are surprised about. Um, so one thing we also, yeah, very surprised. Tanya says one thing we need to do, though, is talk about our challenge last week. All right, so we had a challenge to our group members in Diabetes 180 to post pictures, selfies of their exercises throughout for 5 days straight. So I know working out 5 days straight is probably something some of you guys are new to, or something. I know, Carmen, what do you usually do? 3 days a week?
I just started 3 days a week. I
Yeah.
was doing 5 days for 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So no matter it's not really about the numbers, is it? Right? It's not about how many days you can get in. It's all about what you can do consistently. So
Yeah.
my challenge is everyone who did the challenge, or anyone who who thought about doing it. I know a lot of people thought about doing it, but weren't able to. It's not about getting the recommended 150 minutes a week or whatever. Just start with whatever you can do, even if it's just one day a week, right? And you progress from there. But I got a bucket here that's going to determine who won. Um, of the three prizes that we have available, who won the first? All right. The first prize, for those who don't know, was a Fitbit. Right. I'm going to get you got the first place a winner, a Fitbit, which is I guess, how you describe a Fitbit? Basically a step counter. I don't have one. I just know a lot of people talk about it. And Fit that we're going to get you an official Fitbit, one of the latest, so that you could track your exercise, and motivate you to keep on going. That's our first place prize. So the first drawing from this bucket is going to get a Fitbit. The second place is going to get a book that I have personally learned from. I feel like is even better than a Fitbit, and it's called Thinner, Leaner, Stronger, which gives you the principles of exercising and making workout plans. Definitely a necessary read. The author, Michael Matthews, is a best-selling author. I think his book already sold. Let me see. I think over 300,000 copies. Yeah, pretty popular book. So that's going to be a great win. And then the third place prize will be a fun T-shirt. Actually, what I should do, let me see if I could share a screen really quick. Yeah, let me share the screen so we could see what prizes we're giving away. And Carmen, you let me know if we can see it, because I'm gonna have to turn over the screen over.
Yeah, we seen something. Not
What
the
do you
full
see?
screen though.
Really? Are you seeing watches?
Yeah, just part of it.
Let me see. Oh yeah, I see. It's because it's I might have to change the view. Let's
Oh,
see.
but
Is
okay,
that
yeah.
better?
No. Just now the watches was above your
Okay.
head.
How's
Yeah, I
that?
think that's better.
That's better. Okay. So that's the
Mhm.
Fitbit watch, the one to the right there, that our first place winner is going to win. And the book I want to share. So actually, no, that's a shirt. So the shirt, this I really feel like is nice to give
You can't
away.
see
It
the
says,
shirt.
can you see it?
No, just half of it.
Okay, let me see if I could make it big.
Yeah.
Usually able to hover over and make it big, but I don't know if it's letting me.
Maybe next time we need to download them.
You can probably see a little better now. But,
Yeah.
yeah, a little better. But anyway, it's two dinosaurs. I don't know what do you call the dinosaur with the tall neck? Is it
Ask Caleb.
Brachiosaurus? Anyway, I used to be into dinosaurs. That was a long time ago. And is being followed by T-Rex, and the T-Rex is saying, "Hey, where do you get your protein?" And the Brachiosaurus is saying, "Not this idiot again." I love this because so many people feel like being vegan, you don't get enough protein in your diet. So this is a great conversation starter for you to set people straight. Let them know that yes, you get plenty of protein, because protein is found in all plants as well as animal-based foods, right? So, and then our other prize, let me share that one here, is this book, Thinner, Leaner, Strong. You're probably not going to see the whole of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can you see it there? All right. Okay, so yep. Anyway, I just want everyone to see the prizes that are there that are up for grabs. If you miss this challenge, don't feel bad. We will try to do challenges more often. I think we do a challenge every 2 months. We fell away
Yeah.
from that, but we're gonna get back to doing challenges. I think they're really fun. All right, so um, whose name will be drawn? Carmen, you getting nervous?
So your name go in the cup every time you posted a picture every
Yeah. So
day.
basically, every day that you posted in the group,
Okay.
your name's in a cup. Tanya, I know you feeling. I know you're watching. You get you a little nervous. All right. So I'm gonna try and mix up some more. And let's see. Drum roll, please. Let's see who won the first place prize. Okay, this is horrible handwriting, but it says CL Carme.
Really, I don't win anything.
What do you say?
I don't
All
win
right.
stuff.
What's that? All right. So next is the second place. EM, which Tanya, you go by Roja in the group, right? So this is our second drawing. Man, I'm telling you, it's luck of the draw. I really thought Tanya was gonna get it, but the first place. But hey, honestly, Tanya, this to me is the better prize, getting that book. So actually, let's see, we got one more. I'm probably gonna draw the same name more than once. Yeah, that's the same name. Because I'm sure you don't want two books, right, Tanya? All right. Okay. Third place prize for a shirt is Sutenya SM.
Oh.
All right, so she's gonna get her a shirt. Good job, guys. Those who participated, those who thought about participating, join in next time. We'll let you know in advance how you can win some great prizes just for doing something good for yourself. I mean, seriously, but good job. So Tanya, I will need you just email me. I think you could I need to get your address so I could send you the book. Okay, I'll send it to you as soon as possible. All right. So I don't know if we have any other questions on the topic. This was a good one, I think, for sure. And the importance of exercise, not just for the body, but for your mental health, is huge. As always, this live presentation will be available to rewatch on YouTube and on Facebook. If you have questions, if you want to know how to get how to get access to the studies we referred to, just email me. I'll put my email on the right here at Lewis at lewisburtis.com. So that's my first name at my first and last name. Lewis at lewisburtis.com. Email me if you want to get a copy of the studies. I am putting together a compilation of studies on nutrition and why a low-fat, whole food, plant-based diet is the best diet to reverse chronic disease. So a lot of people want to know the studies behind it, like where's the evidence. I'm putting together a document that's going to have over 100 studies. I'm probably going to, I could probably go to 1,000 or well over 1,000. There's so many nutritional studies out there that talk about the supremacy of eating a plant-friendly diet, right? So also, we also give opportunity to anybody who's looking for a diabetes reversal health coach to get free consultations and see how Diabetes 180 can help you reverse your diabetes and or any other chronic disease with a low-fat, whole food, plant-based diet and other lifestyle changes. So definitely use that email to contact me if you'd like to get a consultation. All right. I think that's all the time we got. We got just under 30 minutes, 29 minutes and 51 seconds. Great timing. All right. So, guys, as always, beloved, I pray above all things that you may prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. We'll see you next week.